Hi, are you a Java developer and is your software too slow? Do you remember that it was faster some versions ago? And did you not do any architectural changes? Then this video could help you. I am going to present Peace to you, which finds performance changes at code level in Java software. I'd like to start by describing the approach of Peace. For measuring the performance at code level, you usually should rely on benchmarks written for a benchmarking tool. By analysis of the tool's results, you could get your performance changes for each version. Since I assume that you are a busy developer, you mostly won't have the time for developing and maintaining a comprehensive benchmark suite. Therefore, Peace just reuses your unit tests and repeats the execution as often as necessary in order to get reliable results. Your unit tests may not be suitable for performance measurement, but I assume you will know what your unit tests do when interpreting the results. Unfortunately, measuring the performance under results of statistical rigor takes very long. Therefore, Peace executes a regression test selection. This regression test selection identifies which tests may have changed performance in which versions based on code analysis. After the selection is finished, only the selected tests get measured. Therefore, Peace benchmarking duration stays low in comparison to regular benchmarking of all unit tests. So, enough theory, let's see some bash command calls. Assume you are a developer of Apache Commons file upload, it is New Year's Eve 2006 and Peace would have existed. Since you are a really engaged open source developer, you play around with Commons file upload and find that somehow in the second half of 2006 file upload got slower. Unfortunately, you don't remember why or when, and there Peace can be used. So here's the setup. In this tmux I have Peace checked out, so you see the files exist and it is already built, and then I have Commons file upload where I checked out the last commit of 2006, so this AE81 and so on. The first step of Peace is a regression test selection. Let's execute it. We have an already built Peace here, so we just call Peace select in order to start the regression test selection. Since we want to analyze Commons file upload, we pass it the project folder of Commons file upload. Furthermore, we don't want to analyze the whole version history, but the last half here. Therefore, we specify a start version and an end version, which is the last version of 2006. Now, execution would take some time, so I prepared the results. The execution file is the most interesting to us. It defines which tests could have changed performance. Let's have a look at it. There you see a mapping from the version where changes took place to the test classes which could have changed performance to its methods which should be executed. The next step is a test execution. This should be done on a computer without any additionally running programs, since these programs would take CPU time and change the results of the measurement. In order to measure, we'll use Peace measure and pass it the folder where we want to measure and the execution file which we just inspected. Optionally, we could specify parameters like number of measurement iterations, but we'll skip this here and use the default values. After the start, we'll need to wait until measurements are finished. Fortunately, I have prepared the measurement results here. Now we need to get the changes. Comparing the measurements is done by Peace get changes. It needs to get a folder with the data, which is normally the clean folder, inside a folder named after the project folder with _Peace. Additionally, it needs a dependency file, which was created by the regression test selection. After the execution, we'll find a file containing all performance changes in the results folder. Now we know the potential regressions, and by analyzing them manually, we find that 4ED was the commit slowing down the process. To further understand this, we can look at the view of the execution trace created by the regression test selection. It is saved inside the results folder. We see that since the buffer isn't initialized outside of the loop anymore, streams.copy gets called without the buffer, and therefore processing gets slower in the newer version. This can be reverted easily in order to restore old performance. So, all in all, Peace finds performance regressions which are measurable by unit tests. It's on GitHub, so if you're interested, just check it out.